You remember, and you know what the Chief Secretary said? She said she had crossed her brief by writing such a letter on her own. So when an honest police officer spoke out in your ruled state of Madhya Pradesh, your government kept her quiet. So Vani Tripathi, all I'm saying is, before you or the BSP start lecturing about what's going on in the Durga Shakti case, please look at what you do in your own states.
Arnab, on one hand, you say that politicians and political parties do not comment on these kind of things. This is what you said on the debate today. And I'm saying that we salute the courage of this officer, but it is unfortunate that Mr. Nawab on your debate has just now implicated this young officer of inciting violence.
Why you have not asked for a reinstatement? Why your MPs have not gone to the Prime Minister? Why have all the MPs of BJP not gone to the Prime Minister and said that we are seeing on all the channels
you are
saying we are waiting for a report from UP to come.
Madam, no, listen to me. We have taken a position that we stand with her. We salute her.
No, saluting is required. You help honest people defend their cause. All people who want to be honest will see her plight and say
my question is to Anupam Gupta. Anupam Gupta, as a lawyer and someone who stood by Ashok Khemka when he was taking on Robert Vadra, my question is to you and then to KTS Tulsi. That if she has been removed, Anupam Gupta and KTS Tulsi, if she has been removed for only following Supreme Court directives, then can't the courts suo moto do something perhaps? At the end of the day, she is... No, may I take Anupam Gupta's view first, Mr. Tulsi, and then I'm coming straight to you. Yes, Anupam Gupta.
Okay. In my considered opinion, Mrs. Nagpal has been suspended not for the demolition of the wall of the mosque. That is of alibi. That is a red herring across the track.
Yeah.
The real operative reason is her battle against the sand mafia. The order of suspension is what we lawyers call a wholly and manifestly culpable exercise of power. And on that ground alone, complete lack of bona fides, manifestly culpable exercise of power, I look forward to and I implore the Lucknow bench of the Allahabad High Court not only to intervene but to intervene effectively and pass strictures against the state government of Uttar Pradesh.
But your person sitting next to you, Ashok Khemka, is one of those officers who has sacrificed a lot personally to fight his own fight for 20 years. But the problem is, Mr. Gupta, that not everybody may have, the mental resolve and people can crumble under pressure. Ashok Khemka has paid for it. His family has paid for it. But here is a 28-year-old officer and all of us are talking about her, but nobody's stepping forward and intervening. Isn't that sad?
The purpose of this order is to break her resolve and send an utterly wrong kind of message to the entire official bureaucracy of Uttar Pradesh. You act independently, you act objectively, you act with courage, integrity and determination like this lady did, and this will what will happen.
No, but our country's courts, Mr. Tulsi, in so many cases have corrected so many wrongs and stepped in when the executive has failed. What about this case?
Well, I think this is a case where the courts might step in, because this actually amounts to also contempt of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has directed these officers to act in a particular fashion. They are enforcing not only the rule of law, they are also enforcing the orders of the court. And I think that it's the duty of the court to protect these officers.
Well said.
And ensure that their resolve is not broken. Otherwise, this country will not be able to function. We are becoming otherwise a banana republic.
Well said, sir. Taking our first...
The rule of law has to have any meaning.
We're getting the callers in. I'm sorry to all the callers for coming to you late, but it's been an interesting debate. Ashok Khemka wants to say something as I prepare for the first call. Yes, Ashok.
Arnab, we have lost the critical aspect which Mr. Arun Bhatia was trying to say. That, okay, Durga Shakti Nagpal was punished, but who punished him? Violating the orders of the Supreme Court. It is the principal secretary appointments and the chief secretary who converted themselves from public servants to servants of the private.
To handmaidens.
So exemplary damages must be imposed against them so that the public servants of the future learn lessons that they have not to be servants of the private, but they have to be truly public servants. And let me tell you, Arnab, If IAS officers were truly public servants, we would not have seen the 2G spectrum scam and the Colgate scam.
I agree.
These scams happen because the bureaucracy also kowtow. They also they choose to become servants of the private instead of being truly public servants. And these rare breeds like Durga Shakti Nagpal needs to be protected. If the state has to survive, if the state has to become a capable state, if we have to become a rule of the law governed state.
Well, our first caller, Ashok, our first caller is Sunil from Hyderabad. Sunil, good evening. What do you think? What should be done in this case? And do you have a question for any of our panelists?
Yeah, good evening, Arnav, and everyone there on the panel. One thing is there that, today we have honesty as a rare species, and we need to protect that.
Yeah.
Having said that, there's nothing that the politicians can execute in this country without the help of the bureaucracy. Nothing a bureaucracy can do without help of the politicians. Unfortunately, the bureaucracy itself doesn't come out in the support of own.
I think you made a good point, Sunil. Sanjay Bose Reddy, do you agree with that? Mr. Reddy, you agree with that?
I agree with that, and I would also say that one point which was being discussed, that why it's happening in all the governments where different parties had ruled. If you see from 1990, this trend is going on, and it is unfortunately increasing. Therefore, we would like the government of India to interfere.
No, but I think no. But why should there be one Ashok Khemka? Why should there be one Ashok Khemka? When will bureaucrats learn to put their foot down? Coming to you, Arun Bhatia, but I'm making the next caller, and the next caller is Villa from Bangalore. From Bangalore, Villa, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi, Villa. Villa Raman from Bangalore. Go ahead. What would you like to say?
Hi, Arnab.
Hi.
Yeah. Before I ask a question to Mr. Nawab, it's very surprising that there's no spokesperson from Congress. It's very glaring. Okay, that's the first point. And my question, Mr. Nawab, the entire country is watching you, sir. I just have a small question to you. Is there no value system left in your political party?
Right.
Don't you have something called as consciousness? And today, if you have the courage and conviction, please apologize on the national television, or please quit the governance. You have been given a mandate by the people to give a good governance. As Mr. Arnab rightly said, you don't inherit that Uttar Pradesh. It's not your private property. So please have the courage and conviction to apologize right now.
Villa Raman, stay on the line. Mr. Bukal Nawab, आपने सुना? You heard what our viewer from Bangalore said?
आप बिल्कुल मैंने सुना.
तो वो कह रहे हैं कि आप अपोलोजाइज कीजिए, सारा देश देख रहा है, आप माफी मांगिए आज टीवी पर. माफी मांगिए टीवी पर आप.
जब हम करें नहीं माफी, देखिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जो रूलिंग है कि कोई भी नया स्ट्रक्चर, गिरजा हो, मंदिर हो, मस्जिद हो, नहीं बन सकती, ये बिल्कुल फैक्ट है. हम न्याय और न्यायपालिका का सम्मान करने वाली पार्टी है हमारी.
आप हमारे जो व्यूअर हैं, उन्होंने आपको काफी सीधा सवाल किया. उन्होंने कहा कोई वैल्यू सिस्टम बाकी है कि नहीं, और उन्होंने कहा आपने जिस तरह से जवाब दिया उसके लिए आप अपोलोजाइज कीजिए.
अपोलोजाइज कैसे करें? हमारे सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो ऑर्डर किए हैं कि नया कॉन्ट्रैक्शन नहीं होगा.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो कहा है वो तो अलग बात है. विला रमन योदे,
ये कॉन्ट्रैक्शन को गिरा दिया जाएगा. सुप्रीम कोर्ट की रूलिंग नहीं है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट की
देखिए ऐसा है. 1 मिनट देखिए बुकल नवाब जी, देखिए आजकल जमाना बदल रहा है. बुकल नवाब जी, एक जमाना था जब राजनेता कुछ भी कर सकता था, कोई नहीं, जमाना बदल रहा है. देश की जनता पूछ रही है, ये आपकी पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है. आपको इलेक्ट किया नहीं कि यू आर ऑल्सो रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ दिस कंट्री. इस तरह से नहीं चलता है. जवाबदारी होती है लोगों के बीच में, जवाब मांगेंगे लोग. हमारे अगले व्यूअर ढेर सारे फोन कॉल्स आ रहे हैं, we're getting a lot of phone calls.
नया नहीं बनाई, नया ना बनाइए, लेकिन गिराने का आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट की रूलिंग लाके दिखाइए।
आप मुझे आपको मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट की रूलिंग पढ़ा सकता हूं. I can read out the Supreme Court ruling to you because you're asking me, because I'm tell you this if you have the patience to listen. The Supreme Court bench of Justices R.M. Lodha and S.J. Mukhopadhyay banned fresh encroachment of roads, pavements and sideways by constructions of religious structures or installations of statues of public figures. They have asked all state governments to remove unauthorized constructions including places of worship from roads and public places. Okay, and it has said public road is not anyone's property. उन्होंने कहा है public road जो है वो किसी की property नहीं है. Each citizen has the right to use that road and that right cannot be interfered with by constructing a temple, mosque, church or gurdwara.
यहाँ public road नहीं है.
आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट,
यहाँ public road की बात नहीं है.
आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट
की बात नहीं, public road की बात नहीं है.